surrounding Ella's death.
So Ella died in 2013. She'd been diagnosed with asthma in 2010 and then suffered 3 years of seizures. Her mother, Rosamond, said that she took her to 5 separate hospitals 27 times before that fatal asthma attack that killed her. Now, the inquest in 2014, the original one, suggested that she died of acute respiratory failure brought on by an asthma attack. But even back then, Rosamond was sure that it was something else that was also contributing to her daughter's death, and she believed it was the air pollution, as both her and her son suffered breathing problems. Now, they lived only 25 metres from the South Circular in Lewisham, and they feel that that's what could have caused part of her death. Now, there was a report that came out in April 2018, which spurred her on to push for this second inquest. It was by Professor Hodge from Southampton University. Now, he looked at the monitoring station, which was only a mile away from where they lived, and found that it consistently breached EU limits of air pollution in the 3 years previous to Ella's death.
OK, so what's happened since that report in April 2018 then to make the Attorney-General pass this judgment?
Obviously, her mother was straight away got onto change.org and asked people to sign a petition asking for a new inquest to be opened. 170,000 people signed it, and she delivered it to the Attorney-General, Geoffrey Cox QC, back in August. And it was this morning when he gave permission for them to go to the High Court and try and quash that first inquest and to reopen it. But it isn't all over yet. I spoke to their lawyer earlier.
We haven't yet got a date for the inquest because, in fact, today's decision by the Attorney-General doesn't ensure there will be an inquest. The Attorney-General has given his authorisation for us to apply to the High Court, and it is for the High Court to decide whether it will quash the inquest and order a fresh inquest to take place. So that procedure in the High Court will take several months, and it isn't a certainty that the family will succeed in that argument. We hope they will. The inquest, if it is ordered, will take place certainly not for a year, I don't think, but in that time there'll be a lot of pressure building in the public, I think, for the government to really start to address the problem of toxic air in our cities.